Peace and blessings, love and light. This is Kim Martin Raymond, host of the How Now podcast, where we talk about how to live in the now. And right now, it's February 1st, 2021. It is the beginning of Black History Month. Now, as you and I know, our heritage and our experiences are not something that is just celebrated during the short month of February. It's celebrated each and every day of our lives, each and every month of every year. But as we talk about Black History Month, and I'll get into a little bit of the history of Black History Month, I just want to acknowledge that we are blazing trails. We are creating history each and every day that we exist in many different ways. And I think that there's so much richness in our heritage, and we see so much of it through storytelling in the days of old, through folklore. We've seen it through song, through dance, through the arts. We've seen it in politics. We've seen it in business. We've seen it in technology. We've seen it in the sciences and in education and in invention. There have been so many opportunities to shine as African Americans through our experience. And, in order for us not to lose that, there were those who fought for those recognitions to take place. And this was just a small way in which it was done. So when we talk about Black History Month, we have to start with the beginning. It started as Negro History Week back in 1926. And it was initially created to help efforts for public schools to teach Black history. And it was historian Carter G. Woodson who said, "If a race has no history, it has no worthwhile tradition. It becomes a negligible factor in the thought of the world, and it stands in danger of being exterminated." He saw the importance in bringing our heritage and our culture to our public school system so that it would not be forgotten like any of the other things that happened in the history of our country. The celebration expanded from a week to a month in 1976, some 50 years later, during the nation's bicentennial. President Gerald Ford urged Americans to seize the opportunity to honor the too often neglected accomplishments of Black Americans in every area of endeavor throughout our history. So by the time the entire nation had come to recognize the importance of Black history, the month was created. And since then, each American president has issued an African American History Month proclamation. And as a result of that proclamation, we celebrate Black History Month. So we take this month to honor it, but we also know that it's more than just a month. It is a time to celebrate our experiences, and we got to see that happen as Kamala Harris made history. And she is going to be one of the first people that I talk about for the 28 days of Black history. Okay? So, Madam Vice President Kamala Devi Harris was sworn in as the first African American and Asian American female vice president. Before being sworn in, Kamala Harris was the only second African American female senator. She represented the state of California from 2017 to 2020 and was the state's Attorney General from 2011 to 2017. Kamala spoke often on the campaign trails of those who had come before her, of her parents, immigrants drawn to the civil rights struggle, in the United States and of her ancestors who paved the way for her. And she's quoted as saying that while she may be the first woman in office, she will not be the last. Because every little girl watching sees that this country is full of possibilities. So for the next 4 years, we're going to see Kamala Harris serve along with the oldest elected president of the United States to fight for unity in a country that is becoming more and more racially diverse. So Kamala Harris is day one of the 28 days of Black history that I'll be celebrating. And again, we know that it's more than just a month. It's a lifetime. But we're going to walk through and celebrate those now, those in the past and in the future who have helped to pave the way for each and every one of us. So I hope you'll enjoy this journey as we take it together here in the now. And until I see you the next time, I say peace.